Welcome to the One-on-One Show.
You're tuned in to the One-on-One Show with Dr. Lucita.
To iSpace 2 LLC, the ultimate creative sanctuary designed for the innovative mind. Elevate your podcast with our professional-grade equipment and acoustically treated rooms. Crystal clear sound quality every time. Bring your vision to life in our photo shoot studio with natural light, versatile backdrops, and pro lighting gear. Stunning images are guaranteed. Need space to collaborate? Our sleek modern offices are perfect for meetings, workshops, or conferences. Flexible rentals to fit your needs. Choose from our diverse studios: Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, and Studio D, each designed to inspire and adapt to your creative workflow. Conveniently located at 2198 Austell Road Southwest, Suite 216 in Marietta, Georgia. Ready to create? Book your space today at ispace2.com or call 866-936-5365. iSpace 2, LLC, where your ideas come to life. Create, collaborate,
In trucking, time is money, and the last thing you need is insurance that slows you down. At AmeriTrust Insurance Group, we move fast, no loss runs needed, same-day quotes and binding, and rates that keep your wheels turning. From auto liability to cargo, bobtail, physical damage, and workers' comp, we're your one-stop shop for commercial trucking insurance. Licensed in multiple states, powered by real agents who answer the phone. No bots, no hold music. We know the road can be tough, but your insurance shouldn't be. You're not just hauling freight. You're building a business. Let's protect it. AmeriTrust Insurance Group. We don't just insure.
Posez, pas fait tête chaud. Ou t'as cherché un compagnie sérieux pour faire le taxe pour là, dans des postes touillés, et bien choix par l'autre côté. Lucita Accounting Firm. Nous avons plus que 22 ans d'expérience dans seule location. Porte nous l'ouvrir depuis le fait 9h pour arriver 7h. Consultation nous gratis. Nous avons pilote service nous bas encore. Nous faisons taxe individuelle. Taxe pour moun qui gagne business. Nous faisons audit pour assurance taxe. Taxe consultation. Nos affaires taxes, docteur Lucita se met causé. Relais pour service taxe par la Kounia et pour nous éduquer dans le taxe. Pour joindre tout corps ou dans mes ARS sans manquer yon yota. Téléphone c'est 770 319 91 81. Adresse nous c'est Atlanta, Georgia.
You're tuned in to the One-on-One Show with Dr. Lucita.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to One-on-One, your show, the show that you've been waiting for every Saturday from 5 to 6 p.m. You know, my name is Dr. Lucita with One-on-One with Dr. Lucita. You know the reason why we create One-on-One? Because we believe everyone always have a story. Because we did not just wake up and be the person that we are today, right? We had a process. We started from the beginning. That's why we're leaving a legacy to our younger generations, right? Because One-on-One is for you. It's for me. It's for your friends. Because we all started this life without a purpose. And then we found our purpose. And then we grew up. And then we become this person that we are. Some of us are super rich. Some of us are in the middle. Some of us are doing what we love. Some of us are still figuring it out. But guess what? We are still one. We are human. And you know the reason why I create One-on-One. It's because of my younger son. He always think money come out from a tree. He does not understand that mommy had to work. Mommy just get up and go to this white building and go to work and money appears. But one-on-one is there to show that there was a process. We go to school, we survived the hard times, there were times there was no money, and then we are here. And we don't introduce our guests on one-on-one. There's a reason why we don't do that. Because we believe there's always a story with our guests. And there's always a story behind their name. Today, we have a special guest. A guest that I had a pleasure of meeting and realized that we have a lot of similarities together. And I believe that she's going to be a great opportunity to teach you guys a lot about life and the person that she is. Now, take a minute. Go call your friends, share the live, like the live, tell them one-on-one is here. And it's here to educate and build a legacy to our younger generation. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, welcome back. I hope you took your time to share the live, call a friend, and tell them that your favorite show is here. Now, without further ado, let's introduce our guest to one-on-one. Welcome, guest.
Who she a talk about? Me she a talk about?
Yeah,
me not think she a talk about. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait, back to... Is she talking about me? I don't think she was talking about me. But hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Hello out there. Hi, Dr. Lucita.
Hello.
How you all right on this Saturday?
Yes, I am.
Good. Me too, sugar. It's been a fun-filled Saturday.
Yes.
I done worked and got up and food prepped. And it's been. But now
good.
it's the evening time. Now it's our time.
It's
we get
our
to talk. What y'all want to know? No.
Well, I love this energy. I love the person that you are.
I'm a little touched.
It's crazy.
I'm a little
It's crazy because, you sitting here, people see you, you're always quiet. But there's a firecracker with you.
I'm quiet to an extent. But yeah, there's a firecracker, a few bombs, a few missiles, and a detonator.
Hey.
Yeah. But pretty much quiet.
But who are you?
So I am Janet Jack, owner of KSS Solutions, LLC, and we could talk all about that. But Janet Jack is just me not go tell on the whole maybe, okay, but yeah, me have story, pan top of story. But anyway.
That's for my Jamaican people. If you know what she said, translate under the live. Me have story upon story upon story.
But I'm Janet Jack, as you can tell, Jamaican. But my mom is Jamaican and my daddy is a Trinidadian, so that's why I'm such a firecracker. Well, St. Vincent Trinidadian, so that's why I'm such a firecracker. Raised in the Bronx, lived in Kentucky, Florida, and for the last 31 years I've been living in the A. You can find me in the A.
You can find her in the A. And she's been involved in a lot of things, though. So now, Janet Jack, is that your name that you were born with?
Yes, that is my...
So
my mother, them didn't have, they only had one TV show. And it was, guess what? It was the, with Florida and James. What's your name? Lord God. Anyway, but Janet Jackson used to be on there. Okay. And my mom liked Janet Jackson. Well, she loved Michael Jackson.
So that's how your name come about?
Yeah, that's so. And my daddy last name was Jack.
Oh, wow, Janet Jack.
Yeah, so that Janet
So
Jack.
how was that going up, Janet Jack?
I at first I didn't know the importance of the name.
And guess what? I was doing your bio. I didn't even put it two and two
Yeah, I
together.
didn't know the importance of the name. It was just Janet, but I didn't even use. They didn't even use Janet. They used to. Me don't want to tell you what
Yeah,
my daddy
me
used
wanna
to.
know. Me wanna know. Me want to know.
So my daddy used to call me Pussycat.
Pussycat.
If you call me Pussycat, me I go
only
kill
on
you.
one-on-one.
If you call
Only
Lord
on
rest his soul,
one-on-one.
if you call me Pussycat, me I go kill you. And my
So
mom,
am I gonna talk to Pussycat today or Janet?
we'll come back to that. That's probably for another show at another time. Catch me on the next podcast for that one. And then
Another hour.
Yeah. And then my mom used to call me JJ. So
JJ.
yeah, so JJ. So
JJ.
I didn't really realize the importance of the name not until getting older, and then listening to music and so one day I asked, I was like, "Why you come?" And she. Boy, me used to like that TV show, the lady used to make. Well, she did name. I named Florida. And and her last name was Evans, and my mom's maiden name was Evans.
Evans, oh nice.
And she used to make it oatmeal, and then the little girl come on the TV, and a Michael Jackson sister. And so that's how
that is amazing.
Yeah, that's how it started. So
So your whole life you Janet.
Yeah.
Did you dance like
I'm
Janet?
in
Did
control.
you?
See all this backside back here. Me can't. No, I didn't dance like. Now I can dance. Don't play no games. Don't think these pounds don't do nothing. Yeah. These I can get down and down.
So tell us about the younger Janet.
So the younger Janet, I am.
From as far as you can remember.
Yes. So I have a very diverse family. I am the only one of my mom and dad, but I have a sister on my mom's side, and then I have brothers on my dad's side. Now, according to my mother, there are 5 brothers, but no one knows the truth. I know of 2. That's all I'm going to go with, 2. So I have 2 brothers, and then my sister on my mom's side. So the younger Janet was always in something. Yes, she got in a lot of trouble. I remember one time my daddy beat me for taking the 50 cent for go buy ice cream. Yes, and beat me outside in the gate. Yeah, and then I got another time where I got a beating because I was talking to a boy. Yeah, Janet was always in trouble. She lived for trouble.
So how old were you, Janet, when you started getting in all this trouble?
The 50 cent piece was like 9, 10 because you remember when they used to give you the silver dollar and if you know Caribbean parents,
yes,
anytime you get any money you're supposed to put it up, you're supposed to save. So but me they want the ice cream once again.
This body.
You me they want the ice cream. So I thought in my mind, them not gonna miss the one lick of 50 cent thing. So I took the 50 cent, ran outside, and my dad used to sit in the living room, and in the living room you could, because my mother loved windows.
Okay.
So you could look out the window, but I thought that he couldn't see the ice cream man. Because the ice cream man, but him see him. And then
they have different eyes, those people.
And then here me is eating the ice cream. And he called me, but I couldn't, who I was going to get the ice cream to the whole thing. And did you go inside there and take out that blasted 50 cent?
Wow.
And of course, what you going to do? No, I didn't.
You lied.
I'm going to ask you again. Did you go in there and take out? And so it started. And I got a beating right there. Because they don't believe in holding the beating. Some of y'all lucky how y'all could get inside and get... Nah, not Shotty and Vera. Wherever they catch you, that's where you got it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I remember. Yeah, so...
So now, where did you go to school?
So I went...
So did you grow up here in America? Or
Yeah, no. I went to elementary because they came.
Okay.
Once
What age you came to America?
From young, from what I could remember. But I remember going to second grade. I remember.
Here in
Yeah. Because my father was a seaman. So, but my mother was a very ambitious, hardworking woman, very, very dedicated to her family and growing her family and shifting from. She always wanted to come to America, and by God's grace, she even brought all her brothers and sisters. Well, except one sister, but she brought all her family here.
So what part of Jamaica are you from?
So my mom is from St. Mary.
St. Mary. And your dad?
And then my dad is from St. Vincent, and then
Okay.
he was a seaman, so then he was living in Trinidad.
Okay.
And so once they, I guess, so the story is that my dad, because he settled with my mom. She was a barmaid, and she was a firecracker. And when he saw that backside walk past him, and he said, "Yeah, that's the
For
back."
those of you who don't understand,
The butt.
when they see the behind,
Yeah. And he said,
Then
"That's
he
the
said,
one
"That's
for
the
me."
one.
And so they, married, and then they came to the States, and they started their family, and they brought my sister and my brother, and then other family members. So, and I originally wanted to be a fashion designer. When I was
but
growing.
you are moving fast. So what was life like in Jamaica?
I
From
don't.
what you
I
can
don't remember much of it.
You don't remember
Yeah,
much
because I
of
was
it?
a baby,
'Cause
so I
you-
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember much of it. Now I remember going back and visiting and riding goats and doing all of that, but I don't
But you don't
remember.
remember much.
My sister would have more of those.
More of those.
So, yeah.
So now tell me, when you come to America, so you guys came in as a family?
Well, I came first because I
Okay.
was the littlest one, I guess, to handle
Okay.
or whatever. And then so we came and. My parents did what they could do. I don't remember much of those. Yeah, I
Okay.
just remember like starting school. That's
Okay.
the kind of stuff I remember.
So was school fun for you? Were the kids nice to you? Because I know around those times, kids
You
can
know,
be cruel. You don't remember?
I kind of think maybe they was nice to me and I was mean to them, and then I was nice to
So
them
you
and
were
they
the
was
bully?
mean to me. No, I wasn't no bully. Now I wasn't no bully, but I do remember being talkative. I do
Okay.
remember that. I do remember my mama used to always tell me, "You make friend with everybody. You don't even
Wow.
know them." But yeah, I do
Okay.
remember that part. People weren't. Nobody was allowed to come spend the night. No, we didn't do
Yes.
that at our house.
Yeah. So
they-
it's the same thing with Haitians, right?
Oh, is
because
it?
Haitians, you can't mention that sleepover thing
Oh,
in their house. They don't mind the kids coming to our home, but us going was always a problem.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't do sleepovers. Not as
Even
far.
they couldn't come to your house either.
No, as far as I can, it wasn't. Okay, so the only time I think I got a sleepover was maybe when I got in my teens. But even then, it wasn't a sleepover. It wasn't a. You could come and hang
at the
out late, but
similarities.
you gotta go. Yeah. Cause my dad didn't play with he didn't like no rude children in his house.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a little bit. My mother was a little bit more lenient as I got older, but my dad, nah, not Shotty. Shotty did not allow them type of things. No, so during school, I do always, because once I got into junior high, I was always in clubs, activities. My mother used to be like, how many things you can do at one time? So
you were very involved in
yeah,
school.
I was very
Okay.
outgoing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then that's when I decided, because in junior high school, because like I said, I've been this size. Yeah, the yam,
Embrace your curves.
the yam and the cocoa and the banana. They put on a little, the rice and the dumpling. No flour. And then I eat the jerk chicken and the fried fish and the plantain. Anyway, so. I wanted to be, because I would always have problems finding clothes. And I used to be like, so you mean to tell me there's all of we fat people out here, they can't make the clothes for us? So I wanted to be a fashion designer.
Oh, interesting.
So in junior high school, we could take tech. And so I took tech and I made this dress. And so the teacher said, do you want to put it in the fashion show? Fashion show? Who I go wear it? Only me can wear it, because I know how it's supposed to look. So I did the fashion show, and that's where my love for fashion come. But then if you know Caribbean parents, they want you to come to America, they want you to be a nurse, and then they want you to retire.
Yes.
Me no want to do nobody blood. So I was rebellious. Yeah, I went to high school for fashion industries, and I got accepted at a college in Fort Lauderdale. But I didn't tell my mother till like 3 months before.
No way.
Because I couldn't tell her I was going to go to school for fashion.
Because she wanted you to be a nurse.
If y'all go pay for college, y'all got
You have to be a nurse. But Janet, you know why they wanted us to be a nurse.
Yeah, I understand.
They want us to have the good life.
Yeah.
Because let's do it for the younger generation. We don't want them to think, they can go ahead, and there was a reason for them to be so protective of us having a career.
Yes.
Because having a career meant that you are not going to struggle.
Right. You were established.
You were going to be
because
established.
Because they struggled. Our parents.
Yeah, our parents had to do
like I told you, my mother was a barmaid. My dad was a seaman.
What is a barmaid?
So she used to tend to the bar. Like how...
like
a waitress,
like
cocktail
a waitress. Okay,
yeah,
so.
served drinks. But she worked in the bar, and that wasn't where she wanted to be. My dad was a seaman. My dad was a head chef in this, but he wasn't up on top. He cooked downstairs. He cooked for the staff of the shift. So they wanted better for themselves. And of course, if you think about the Caribbean in those times, but they lived in Jamaica when my dad would come.
And you said you were
I was the baby.
You were the baby.
Yeah, so my dad had his children who lived in St. Vincent and Trinidad, and then my mom had my sister who lived in Jamaica. So they were trying to make better life for their children, and eventually they wanted all their children to be together in some type of retrospect. So they were trying to work towards those things. And you think about it now, even cocktail waitressing now, people do it, but they also do it, either they're doing it and going to school, or they're doing it and doing something else. So still, those were not sufficient jobs in their mind. Sufficient jobs in their mind. And of course, back in then, the dream was you go to America, you get a good job, and you live this fabulous life. So they wanted the fabulous life for their children. So they came to America and did the things that they needed to do. I mean, even when my parents came here, my father worked in a hospital. He was a head porter. And my mom worked and it's so funny because now I'm in entertainment and I laugh about this, but my mom worked at a place called Hampshire House. So Hampshire House in New York City, if you're familiar with it, or if not, is where the elite entertainers like Pavarotti, Cara Burnett, those people, they don't go to hotels. They go to this place called Hampshire House. And it's it looks like a house. It's a tall building. Sort of look like a hotel, but it looks more like a house, and it gives them a house feel. And so they go. And so she used to take care of their homes. That's what she used to do. So she still was in a sort of cleaning or I don't know, but
starting jobs.
Yeah.
So now you didn't tell your mother about your college. Let's get back to that story.
Oh yes.
So what happened there? So 3 months before you headed.
It might have been 4 months, but anyway. But when I finally told her, yeah, me now I gonna tell her no those words on the podcast. And then to add insult to injury, I told her I was moving to Florida because the school was in Florida.
So now, before we jump to that story, how was your high school life? Can you remember high school?
Yes,
What did you do? How was your high school life?
I was busy.
Because we want, if your grandkids, your daughter, tell us something that you have not shared with them.
I was in clubs.
No, you were in clubs, but what about, that was their boyfriend? Was
yes, sugar, there was always a boyfriend. I mean, look at me. There's always a boyfriend. I mean, in junior high, there was a boy. It might have been 1 or 2 in elementary. But anyway, yeah, there was always a boyfriend. Actually, he was Haitian.
No way.
Yes, Patrick Pitt. That was his name.
Patrick Pitt, if you're listening, tell Patrick Pitt something. Oh, that's something we're doing one-on-one. If Patrick Pitt is listening, tell Patrick Pitt something. What would you want to tell Patrick, your first Haitian boyfriend? Was he a Zoe? Did he represent?
Yes, I loved his family.
Forget the family.
Oh,
How was Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick was he was a great young man. I I ruined that relationship. Yeah, I did. But we good friends. Well, I've talked to him years ago, but he's a very nice young man.
Okay.
Yeah, but Patrick, it was a boyfriend. Yeah,
He was a boyfriend.
Yeah, Patrick was he was my second
boyfriend.
long-term boyfriend. Yeah,
That's
because by
nice.
then I had stopped.
So you don't start? Will you date Haitians again?
No, baby, because I'm not leaving my husband. No.
So let's continue.
Yeah,
Let's continue.
I'm sorry.
Because we don't try.
I'm not leaving my husband. Yeah, I'm not. Actually, I did date well, see, you'd have to know the story about me and my husband. But anyway, I did date a Haitian before me and my husband got reunited.
So you love them Haitians?
I mean, I know all about that.
Well,
right
but you have
there.
two. We count two Haitians. So what is it about us?
I don't know. Y'all come find me. I didn't come find y'all. Because I found Patrick. Well, I didn't find Patrick. We used to be in the same club. And he came and talked to me. So, see, yeah, it was y'all. It wasn't me.
We always found you.
Yeah. It's the spicy red Jamaican. Yeah. So, when I told my mother that I was moving to Florida, now we live in New York City. So, you remember Florida all the way at the bottom and we up there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where y'all go there for? Mm-hmm. You're not going to school.
Why are you going there?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. That's fine. Because I grew up in New York, a lot of people don't know I know patois.
Okay.
My great friend is Jamaican. So that was my thing back in high school. Like, I'm not Lucida.
Yeah,
it's
interpreter.
Sim Sima. If you see so a lot of people don't know. So I will interpret. Go ahead.
Yeah, so, but I went to school. I maintained, because at the college.
You said your mom said, "What? Why are you going there for?
Yeah,
Stay there."
but I told her that I wanted to be a fashion designer.
I did. She did
and it's because, and then I showed her everything that I was doing because, once again, in high school, the high school I went to is the High School of Fashion Industries. Hey, y'all, we celebrating our 35th year this year. I'm graduating. So, in high school, I did internships. I finished school before my time, but I waited so I could be with my class so we could graduate. So I did internships. I was in fashion shows. I was in clubs that dealt with fashion. So I was really serious about it. So then I went to college and I did my 2 years. I had an apartment. I maintained a job.
Was that your first job?
No.
What was your first job?
My first job was at Best Deal. It was a taxi stand. And I told you I got stories. I got stories.
Why a taxi stand?
So the young man who owned the dealership was my our family friend. And they needed somebody to answer the phones and send out the taxis. So one day I was in there and I was like, man, let me answer this phone. And so, good morning. You're calling Best Deal. Do you need a taxi? Where are you located? Hey. And so Blue was like, hey, yeah.
You're higher.
Yeah, mega. So at 15, I used to go and work there on the weekends.
Oh.
And then the weekends turned into, because, in New York, people always wanted a dollar cab, or a taxi rather. Taxi. But then my mother was like, okay, well, because I would be like, weekends, I need a little more money, Mom. We want to buy this more. So she was like, okay, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. On Sunday, I only got to do a little bit because she didn't want me to interrupt with church.
Oh, church. Oh, so you were a church girl.
Yes, I've tried Jehovah's Witness.
This one-on-one can go.
I've tried Jehovah's Witness. I've been Pentecostal. I've been Christian. Yeah. I've been Baptist. Yeah, I've tried a few.
On that note, we're gonna have.
I've had a few.
We're gonna look at Janet's fans because we want to make sure they were watching us. We're gonna take a quick break because she's gonna tell us about her experience with the church situation. We'll be right back.
Gosh, we go in there. Lord help me. Let me pray. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
You're tuned in to the one-on-one show with Dr. Lucita.
iSpace 2 LLC, the ultimate creative sanctuary designed for the innovative mind. Elevate your podcast with our professional-grade equipment and acoustically treated rooms. Crystal clear sound quality every time. Bring your vision to life in our photo shoot studio with natural light, versatile backdrops, and pro lighting gear. Stunning images are guaranteed. Need space to collaborate? Our sleek modern offices are perfect for meetings, workshops, or conferences. Flexible rentals to fit your needs. Choose from our diverse studios: Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, and Studio D, each designed to inspire and adapt to your creative workflow. Conveniently located at 2198 Austell Road Southwest, Suite 216 in Marietta, Georgia. Ready to create? Book your space today at ispace2.com or call 866-936-5365. iSpace 2, LLC, where your ideas come to life. Create, collaborate, inspire.
In trucking, time is money, and the last thing you need is insurance that slows you down. At AmeriTrust Insurance Group, we move fast, no loss runs needed, same-day quotes and binding, and rates that keep your wheels turning. From auto liability to cargo, bobtail, physical damage, and workers' comp, we're your one-stop shop for commercial trucking insurance. Licensed in multiple states, powered by real agents who answer the phone. No bots, no hold music. We know the road can be tough, but your insurance shouldn't be. You're not just hauling freight. You're building a business. Let's protect it. AmeriTrust Insurance Group. We don't just insure, we deliver.
Pose, pas fait tête chaud. Ou t'as cherché un compagnie sérieux pour faire le taxe pour là, dans des postes touillés, et bien choix par l'autre côté. L'Ocita Accounting Firm. Nous avons plus que 22 ans d'expérience dans seule location. Porte nous l'ouvrir depuis le fait 9h pour arriver 7h. Consultation nous gratis. Nous avons pilote service nous bas encore. Nous faisons taxe individuelle. Taxe pour moun qui gagne business. Nous faisons audit pour assurance taxe. Taxe consultation. Nos affaires taxe. Docteur Lucita se mettre causé. Relais pour service taxe pour la Kounia. Et pour nous éduquer dans le taxe. Pour joindre tout corps ou dans mes ARS sans manquer yon yota. Téléphone non c'est 770 319 91 81. Adresse nous c'est Atlanta, Georgia.
You're tuned in to the one-on-one show with Dr. Lucita.
One show.
I want to thank everyone that's been watching the live. I hope you guys are having as much fun as I'm having. Remember, towards the end of the live, there's 10 minutes to ask Janet any questions you want. We're going to read it. We're going to give you a shout out with your questions. Please remember, towards the end of the show, we have 10 minutes to ask Janet any questions that you want to ask her. Now, let's continue because she was telling us about her faith, and we're going to go to major move that she has done in her life. To be honest with you, 1 hour is not enough with Janet, but we're going to try our best to fit everything in within the next 30 minutes that we have with you guys. Let's continue, Janet. So you went on Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
Tell us.
So I tried Jehovah Witness at, I think that was 12, 13. Because I remember arguing with my mother. Well, didn't Jesus make his own decisions at 12 and 13? So yeah, I think that was 12 and 13. But that didn't last long because, yeah, you know the people that come and knock at the door. And I have always had asthma. So I was not feeling well. And my mom asked them to come inside and pray. And they did not come inside and pray. And she slammed the door, me now telling on the clat words that she used, and that are them are foolishness. So yeah, that was the end of the Jehovah Witness. Yeah.
And did you try any other religion?
So then my mom was always, she always was Pentecost at first. So we used to go to a Pentecostal church, and then I started going to church with my godmother. And my godmother was Baptist. So I would leave home I would leave Saturday from work, and then my godfather would come and pick me up for church on Sunday morning. And then I would go to my godmother's, and we would go to her church. And I loved her church. Her church was on 179th and Soundview or something. And I went there. Actually, I think I went there until left for school. So I went to Pentecost first, and then I started going to church with my grandmother.
So what would you say you are today? What would you say?
So today I'm non-denominational. I go to an awesome church called the Leadership Center. Our pastor is Pastor Tony Cash. The word is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Our pastor does not hesitate to put his real life and things that he has experienced. He's an approachable pastor. He'll pray with you. He'll talk with you. Sometimes I'll call him at a moment's notice. And his wife also is the co-pastor, and her name is Alicia Cash. But they are the ones who have been feeding my spirit for the last 3 years. Actually, since my mom passed in 2019, a coworker of mine invited me to that church because I used to go to another church, Berean Christian Church, but it had gotten too large, and I'm not with the large church. I don't do the new birds. I can't do the large church. I gotta know my pastor because, from the Caribbean, your pastor know you and every lineage there is and some of the dirt we're underneath the road. So I am a very small pastor kind of girl. So when our church got too big, I couldn't do it. And I serve in church. Like I'm not the girl who just go.
Because you like to get involved.
Yeah, I dance. So I used to do liturgical dancing at church. I used to answer the phones at church. Answering the phones is like something that's so easy for me. I love talking to people, and as you can see, I can talk.
I can.
So I always serve, but yeah, it just was a little bit too big for me. So, but I found Pastor Tony Cash, and I love you, Pastor Tony.
Now, looking back at yourself, because we are hitting adult. Right?
I'm over the adult.
No. You are there. So, do you have any regrets or anything that you would want to do different in your life?
So much.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that.
One thing that I think for me, if I could, I appreciate learning the fashion industry, but I think if I could go back, maybe not nursing, because I did just a little bit. I did try. So wait, let me give you a little bit of story. So after I finished college, right, went back to New York, the fashion capital. You would think that a girl could get a job. Me want a job. It was the most difficult thing for me to get a job. So I went to Vera. And I said, Mom, I'm going to go back to school, and I'm going to go for nursing.
Aww.
She was so elated. Boy, she was happier. And remember, I said I finished school early, so I was out of school. Typical person goes to college, they out by 21, 22. I was out by 19. So I still, in her mind, you're young? Yeah, you can't go back. And so, but I said, the caveat to this more is, remember, I think I should go back to Florida because Florida, I lived there. So I have a little bit, I could get, from doing research, I could go to community college and then go to the university. And I was just trying to save costs because we don't spend all this money in this fashion industry school. So she was like, you're gone back with that place there again. So I said, I'll do the same thing. I'll get a job. I'll maintain my apartment. Y'all just help me with school. Okay, well, I could tell my daddy anything. He'd be like, okay, JJ, wherever you want, pussycat. You want to go back? Okay, all right. So I went back. So I was watching TV one day, and I saw this thing called Job Corps. So I was like, oh, let me go to Job Corps. Because on the TV it says if you go to Job Corps and you stay, you complete a task, they pay for you to go to college. I could get my LPN from the Job Corps. I'm going to go. I'm going to do certified. So I did CNA. So now that's the part I would take back. Because after doing CNA, I was like, see, this is why me don't want to do this.
Why? What happened?
I would get so emotional when I had clinicals, and I would go and sit with people, especially the elderly people. I would get tied up. You see, like how I'm talking to you, I would get tied up in the people's story. And then there was one time when, okay, we only got 30 minutes. There was one time there was this lady and none of her family members, and I was like, we need to call them on the telephone and ask them why they ain't coming to visit their mother. Wow. This is ridiculous. This lady is so. Yeah,
yeah,
so
you got emotional.
I got too emotional. And then, so there was one time, somebody had to take some blood, and I ran out the room.
Yeah, I don't do blood.
See, that's
I
why.
don't do blood.
That was why I was supposed to be.
I can't take shots.
Oh, no, I'll take
when
a
I was
shot.
pregnant, three
alcohol.
people had to hold me. Like, I'm not a medical person at all. People say, well, if you could have been a nurse, you could have been. It's not for me. It's not for me. So I can relate.
So the only thing so when I say that part that I tried the nursing, I would not necessarily be a nurse, but maybe an administrator or something. But in those days and times, they only knew nurse. So I had to go with my. So I appreciate the fashion industries because it led me to the entertainment world that I'm in now. But if I wish I would have studied. Tell
us a little bit about the entertainment world.
Oh, where I'm at. Okay, so
tell us.
So anyway, we jump all the way to here.
We're gonna come back.
So I moved to Atlanta from meeting my husband, who was in Job Corps.
Oh, let me tell you a story.
I tell you, I don't miss a man.
Wait. This is what we have in common.
You met your husband in Job Corps?
No, listen.
Oh, okay.
You're going too fast.
Okay, slow down.
I went to Job Corps myself. That's how I started my college.
Oh.
Because I had a boyfriend. I was too young to have a boyfriend. My dad kicked me out. So I didn't want to get pregnant. So I put myself...
We need to listen to the story.
So I put myself on Job Corps.
Okay.
So I met this boy in Job Corps. His name is Troy Ferguson.
Oh, Mr. Ferguson.
Tall, light skin.
See, that's how I like him. Tall, young, and slim.
Listen.
Ooh, yeah.
Troy showed me what life was like.
Okay.
And I'm still looking for Troy. Left Job Corps, went to college, did the whole life.
Oh.
I can't ever find Troy.
You Googled him on Facebook?
I Google him everywhere. I can't find Troy. So, Troy, if you're listening, find me, please. We went to Job Corps together.
Yeah, so that.
But go ahead.
So anyway.
So the fact that you say you met your husband there.
Yeah.
Because you know why it was important? Because in Job Corps, you wake up with the person. You do everything with the person. You
but so funny, but listen, at first.
Which one you go to? Because I wasn't the one in Brooklyn.
I went to Morganfield, Kentucky.
Okay.
At first, I didn't like I liked his friend. I didn't like him.
Oh, my God. Husband, close your ears.
I told you I'm a troublemaker.
Close your ears.
And so one night, because at Job Corps, the American people used to be against the Caribbean people. And so the next day there was a big fight and he got stabbed. They fight at Job Corps. And he got stabbed. And when he got stabbed, he asked to see me.
Wow.
So I was
the
like,
friend.
me. No, my husband. My husband. I said, me. So my counselor, Miss Natalie, she came and hey, what they call him, Cat. Cat want to see you. I'm gonna take you by. So I went, and he was the one that kind of made. Cause I was like, wait, why your bed like this? Let me straighten up your bed, and so yeah. So that's
how it all started.
That's how it all started.
How long you guys been married?
Um, yeah, so there's a story.
Guys, there's always a story. I'm telling you, there's always a
look,
story.
grandma and Papa had struggles, and so
Yes, tell us about
we had to take a break because grandma just was not happy, and so but however, in our break, God allowed us to find each other back, and now we're reunited, and that's why we can be the grandma and Papa that you need. But yes, we did have a break in our marriage.
Thank you for sharing that story.
Where we
So if you had something to say to your husband, what would it be?
now.
No.
Me love you like cook food.
You love him like
Yeah.
what?
Cook food.
Cook food. Do you
Yeah.
hear that? What
Yeah.
a definition for a man.
But I thank him. I told him this the other day. I thank God for him and where we had to go and the struggles that we had to go through and the growing up process that we had to go through because we would have missed this opportunity had we not grown up at the time that I mean because remember I told you we met in Job Corps.
Yes.
We met in Job Corps.
At 19, 20.
Yeah, and you know, a girl. I finished and he finished,
Yeah.
but we got pregnant on the end when we both
Wow.
was finished.
With your daughter.
Yeah, with my daughter, and so we came to Atlanta and trying to figure out life and pregnant, and he's trying to figure out the plumbing, and then he was the one of the people involved in building everything for the Olympics, and then when the
wow.
Olympics went away, they all lost their jobs.
Wow.
So we went through lost of job, lost of apartment, got young baby,
Wow.
2 different people, 2
struggle,
hothead,
the
2
struggle.
Caribbean people. Why you not work? Me not mind you. That all of that gibberish. We went through all of that, and then you know, at certain times you have ebb and flows. I don't want this no more. I want to go
Yes.
live my own life.
Yes.
So we got married, and yeah, we said, yeah, this ain't for us.
Wow.
So we went our separate ways, and we did the best that we could to co-parent. I'm not an argumentative person, as you can see, but we did have some struggles and some ups and downs. But God saw fit when my mom was starting to deal with death. And him and my mom was always, and I always date Pisces men for some reason.
I'm a Pisces.
Yeah, I always date Pisces men. Patrick.
Don't start naming girls. Don't start naming.
Okay. Anyway, so but him and my mom.
We only have one boyfriend
Oh.
in our lives.
Who? Not me. But anyway, him and my mom always had a good relationship. And his job used to travel. So when he would be in Florida, he would go and see my mom. And my mom used to always tell me, do Cat right, you should have still there with Cat. Cat and Patrick, those were my mom's 2 loves. When my mom...
Rest in peace to your mom.
Yeah, thank you. She's
Yes.
been gone since 2019. But when my mom started ailing, all the boyfriends... they disappeared. Who was there? Roy.
Your husband.
My husband. When I would be going back and forth, it was him and my, I call him my play brother, Rafiq. They would be on the phone because I would be driving back and forth to Florida by myself. And it was, and then when things got really worse, my husband started driving down to Florida. Wow. He would work the work week and drive down on Friday to check on me and drive back on Sunday. So I thank him.
He was there for you.
Yeah, I thank him. And he's put up with me. And one of the other things that was kind of our rough patch was me working in entertainment.
Let's go back to entertainment.
Yeah, so for now 28 years, it's 28. Well, during COVID, during COVID, we no longer need you. So I've been working at entertainment at it's now Audacy, but it used to be Infinity. But it's radio. It's V103, WAOK, 92.9 The Game, and Star 94. And so I'm the first person you see when you walk in. Be nice to me.
So you're the lady that didn't let me go in.
That would be me. And I'm the last person you see when you go out.
So the radio station, so all these stations that you just mentioned, they all in one.
They all in one. Mm-hmm.
But each of them have different.
Yes, each of them have different broadcast booths. So, and how I found that job, listen to this now. This is how I found the job. I used to be the person that answered the phone at the office supply place that the lady, her name was Sue Gosnell. She used to order office supplies, and the company was called ArtLight. And so she would call, once again, me and these phones. I tell y'all, I love talking to people. And we would talk and just, sometimes she'd call and I'd be like, well, Sue, at that time, because I still had to take care of my responsibilities, I would work 2 jobs. I would leave Art Light.
Yeah, the Jamaican life, 2 jobs, 5, 10 jobs.
5, 10,
jobs.
15, 20. I would leave Art Light and then I would go to Payless. So one day, just me and Sue talking, and I was telling her, yeah, I'm going to my second job, da-da-da. You all right? And I ordered. So, and all that time we would keep on talking because she would call last minute with supplies that they needed for the radio station. Because, at any given time, something's changing. They need this, they need that. So one time she called, she was like, you ever thought about working in radio? And I was like, looky here. Let me tell you something. I don't do no entertainment, people. I ain't going to be sweet talking nobody. I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm all about the rules. Now, if you need somebody to sugarcoat me, I know the person for you. She was like, no, I need someone to answer the phones and engage with people. Okay, I can do that. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come in there late, I'm going to tell you that you're late and you're going to take a seat. I'm not going to treat you no different than Mr. Bob. I don't care who you be.
So
okay?
Even if you was an artist?
Baby, me and some artists have had it out.
No way.
Yeah.
Give us a story.
Well,
without naming, but we can tell.
Okay. Well, I mean, we've had artists that'll come late, and they'd have to wait. Cause one thing I don't play about is people time and people money. And with radio, if they're on a clock. Mm-hmm. So when you're late, you're holding up them from going on to stuff. And we can't afford to pause commercial breaks because commercial breaks are what pays the radio station. Mm-hmm. So I can't hold the air for you so that you could go put on your... Baby, you should have been ready. You knew the interview was at 6:30. If 6:30 wasn't your time, you shouldn't have booked no interview. Tell your management people, don't book me at 6:30. But yeah, I've had some times. But I come from a world of treating everybody fairly. Mm-hmm. You put on your same socks like I put on my same socks.
So even if it was Janet Jackson?
Hear me say me not care.
You don't care. Okay.
I don't. I don't.
So are you still at the radio?
Yes, so I'm still at the radio. Like I said, when COVID happened, I did get the, due to COVID, we are releasing everybody. But when radio started open back up, they opened back up. But during COVID is when I started my business.
And what is your business?
So my business at first was virtual assisting because once again, the administrative, the secretary in me. However, now I've switched from virtual assistant to live and virtual event administration. Still administrative, but I like to deal with the behind the scenes of events, event logistics, registration, all those type of mundane tasks that sometimes creatives or event planners don't have the time to do, or they allow things to slip through the cracks. One thing you got to know as a creative or an event, as a creative, you're so focused on your craft that following up on an email sometime, returning a phone call, and with the way that technology is, y'all all believe in, but you still have to reach out to people. That is the key to building relationships. That is the key to engagement. That is the key to form partnerships. You got to talk people. And I know you young people, y'all don't believe in talking. If it can't be typed, but baby, let me tell you something. For a long time, this world operate on talking to people. I know y'all have technology. I don't have no qualms with it. I'm learning AI and all the other things. But you still have to articulate with people. A warm voice, a sincere hello, a time that you take to offer a phone call. That is what melts people's heart. So I understand of the technology, but you still got it. So those are the type of tasks that I help people with when they're building an event or planning an event. I want to be that person to take care of those behind the scenes, vendors, ordering, registration, and help you execute so that you have a successful event. Because once again, as I stated, as a creative or an event planner, you will be focused on the client and carrying out what the client needs. As a creative, you are focused on displaying your talent, whether you're art, a dancer, or whatever you do. And that is where your mind is, but your mind is not, did I do this? Did I sign the contract? Did I make sure I booked it? Did I? And all of those tasks can come crashing down on you on the left. But if you have a person like me, then you don't have to worry about that stuff.
You're so animated. You could tell you're
Animated.
You could tell you in entertainment. You just make this so beautiful, so easy. So now, we can sit here all day, but there's a few things that I would love to know. When you're thinking
Not gonna
about
tell
your
you
life,
where the bodies are
yes,
buried. Okay, go ahead.
yes. What is the definition of success to you? If you had to define success, what would that be?
So, if you were to go back maybe 20 years ago, success would mean money to me. However, now, success is joy. Success is peace. Especially in working in the entertainment world, because I have seen and heard stories that you would think all those people okay, Michael Jackson. You would think that Michael was the most happiest person. I mean, he had a whole zoo. He had everything, but he was the most alone person. So what is success? To me, right now, success is family, joy, peace, health, and just my communication with my heavenly Father. That is success for me. Knowing that I'm talking to my Father daily and receiving His will and His grace, and know that I'm operating in what He already designated for me. That's my success. Everything else is just minuscule.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
That's very beautiful because a lot of people resonate success to materialistic, right? Like you just said, a lot of people that are very successful, they equate success with money. And for our younger generation, because we want to leave a legacy, we want you to know, yes, money is important, but building strong relationship, it's what most important. Because a lot of us, we see people, we dismiss people, but guess what? That same person you dismiss later on in life can be that person that changed your whole world. So as you go into this world or this thing called life, always be mindful of the way you treat people and have gratitude to the littlest minute thing that you receive in life, because you just never know, right? Because that's why people say, Lucida, one-on-one, why do you take a particular group of people? I said, no. It could be the janitor. It could be anyone in the world. As long as I believe that, or you believe that you have a story that can help our younger generation, you are welcome to call us and get us to put you on one-on-one. Because we are creating an archive with everyone in this world who wants to share who they are. You have a voice. You have a reason. There's a reason you're here. Don't allow anyone to think of you less. So you have to keep doing what you want to do for yourself and trust and believe that your turn will come one day. So now to continue, when you look at yourself, are you proud of yourself today?
Oh, yes. Well, let's say in the last 5 years, maybe 6, I'm working on being prouder. I used to think that I was proud of the other person, well, the former me, but not so much. No, I know we didn't get back to it, but there are a few things that I would have changed. Even the whole situation with my husband, I would have changed that situation. But however, I'm glad of where it turned out right now, because I mean, he's the most amazing man that I know right now. So it really is. I would say yes, I'm getting prouder of the person that I'm becoming. And I pray that the years that I have now are the years that will really exemplify and resonate, that my grandbaby would be proud of. Yes, Grandma had some good years before, but these are the years that I hope that she's watching and molding and paying attention to. And if she comes back and find this later on in life somewhere, that she'll be like, yeah, Grandma, you did that.
We tell people that they have time to ask questions. While you answering this question that I'm about to ask you, Well, not a question. I want you to take the time and identify people in your life and give them some shout out while I'm looking to see if they have any questions before we end this live.
Shout outs
So
like.
give shout outs to your grandbaby, your daughter,
Oh,
the people that you love. Now
okay.
let's see if there's any questions for you in the meantime.
Okay, so I'd like to give shout out honor to my mom and dad. I lost my dad this year in April, so I want to tell them both that thank you. Thank you for how you raised me. Thank you for all the trials that you went through. Thank you for everything that you went through. I hope that while you're up there relaxing and mom and dad, y'all not arguing over who I go cook breakfast morning. But anyway, I hope that you look down and you say, yeah, that was a product of the both of us. I hope that I have lived the life that you want me to live. Shout out to honor to my grandbaby. She was born on Beyonce's birthday, so I know y'all got y'all Queen B, but I call her Queen K because her name is Kaora. So, and shout out to my daughter and my husband and my family. I mean, me and my sister, our relationship is growing. Me and my brother, our relationship is growing. I would be remiss not to thank my Elite Creative Group travel family. They have always looked after me. I want to give honor to Wanda Smith. She's a co-worker who has gone on to heaven. She was very important to me. And Joyce Littell and the Littell family, I love them to death. I mean, I could go down the line of people that I can shout out. There's my whole business family. There's Nakia Dunwoody. There's Latoya Williams. There's Toya Glenn. Those are my whole business.
Girl, you got a lot of people. I just give you a minute.
Okay, go ahead, Zizi. I told you I could talk.
Well, I was looking under the live, and somebody said to you, the question is coming from Kate.
Okay.
Her question, a lot of people always think of full body woman with less confidence. How do you maintain your confidence?
Girl, do you see how much I love me? I'm crazy. I would say at first, in the younger years, maybe I did have a little but my parents they called me fatty, so I don't know. I mean, there was always some type of joke or tease about me. I mean, every time I would go home, my parents would be like, lose weight yet? So it would just be like,
No, I love food.
Yeah, so I don't know. And then all my life, I mean, that was one thing that guys always said about me is, Girl, you carry that so well. I didn't think about it. I didn't let the naysayers, as they call them, I didn't let it bother me. I mean, one or two may have got them under my skin, but girl, do you see, I'm natural. I come outside like this. This is me. Did you see my, see, I'm a black woman. Beautiful, magic, intelligent, resistant, love, innovative. I'm just me. You. Yeah, I'm unapologetic. You either like all of this or you don't.
I love it, and it's good to be that way, especially for young women growing up, young girls, young women. Sometimes we feel like we need extra, we need the eyelashes, we need all this stuff, and guys don't really care for all this stuff.
My husband told me that the other day.
Yeah, this guy was like, "Look, take all that off." I was like, "I don't know yet."
But I mean, I wear the eyelash. Well, you see, I've got my nails. I mean, I got one or two broken, but we're not gonna talk about that. But I mean, I still do all of that. I just now I will say this. I will say this though. Now I'm learning how to be healthy and the weight that I am. Okay. So that's the thing that's shifting in me now, being more healthier. Because those foods that I did eat younger year, and those foods are not really healthy. Our ground and our soil and our air is not being taken care of like former years. So now there is a transition, but now the transition is to be a healthier me. And if that weight is still healthy like this, then I'm okay with it. But I know my insides are healthy. I know I am healthy, and that's all that matters.
I hate to end the podcast.
We gotta go. Oh, we gotta come back for a two. Would y'all like me to see me back for a two?
Yes,
we can come back and do it
because they have their questions. They're like, you hilarious. They love you. You said you're not a comedian, so I'm gonna have to ask you for a second episode because you are hilarious.
Okay, I'll come back. Tell me what y'all want to talk about.
Next time, Give us the question. Give
Yeah,
us the
yeah.
topic, what you want to see Janet to talk about, and we'll do that. Janet, anything else for one-on-one? What would you like to tell us?
So I would just like to tell each and every one of you, every day, spend a moment with God. Every day, love yourself. And every day, close your night out with God. All things after that are non-important.
On that note, you are watching One-on-One with Dr. Lucida. Thank you for spending the hour with us. We love you. See you next time. Bye for now.
You're tuned in to the one-on-one show with Dr. Lucida.
Welcome to the one-on-one show.
Welcome to iSpace 2 LLC, the ultimate creative sanctuary designed for the innovative mind. Elevate your podcast with our professional-grade equipment and acoustically treated rooms. Crystal clear sound quality every time. Bring your vision to life in our photo shoot studio with natural light, versatile backdrops, and pro lighting gear. Stunning images are guaranteed. Need space to collaborate? Our sleek modern offices are perfect for meetings, workshops, or conferences. Flexible rentals to fit your needs. Choose from our diverse studios: Studio A, Studio B, Studio C, and Studio D, each designed to inspire and adapt to your creative workflow. Conveniently located at 2198 Austell Road Southwest, Suite 216 in Marietta, Georgia. Ready to create? Book your space today at ispace2.com or call 866-936-5365. iSpace 2, LLC, where your ideas come to life. Create, collaborate, inspire.
In trucking, time is money, and the last thing you need is insurance that slows you down. At AmeriTrust Insurance Group, we move fast, no loss runs needed, same-day quotes and binding, and rates that keep your wheels turning. From auto liability to cargo, bobtail, physical damage, and workers' comp, we're your one-stop shop for commercial trucking insurance. Licensed in multiple states, powered by real agents who answer the phone. No bots, no hold music. We know the road can be tough, but your insurance shouldn't be. You're not just hauling freight. You're building a business. Let's protect it. AmeriTrust Insurance Group. We don't just insure, we deliver.
Pose, pas fait tête chaud. Ou t'as cherché un compagnie sérieux pour faire le taxe pour là, dans des postes tout hier, et bien choix par l'autre côté. Lucida Accounting Firm. Nous avons plus que 22 ans d'expérience dans seule location. Porte nous l'ouvrir depuis le fait 9h pour arriver 7h. Consultation nous gratis. Nous avons pilote service nous bas encore. Nous faisons taxe individuelle. Taxe pour moun qui gen business. Nous faisons audit pour assurance taxe. Taxe consultation. Nos affaires taxe. Docteur Lucida c'est mettre causé. Relais pour service taxe pour la Kounia. Et pour nous éduquer dans le taxe. Pour joindre tout corps ou dans mes ARS sans manquer yon yota. Téléphone non c'est 770 319 91 81. Adresse nous c'est Atlanta, Georgia.
You're tuned in to the one-on-one show with Dr. Lucida.